So here we are in a new year, 2025. What the fuck? How did it become 2025 this fast? It was just the first decade. I wanted to check on the insanity, so I went ahead and listened to Matt from Quantum Consciousness Channel's video, and I disagree in almost every way with how he takes it. I won't comment there anymore. I won't unsubscribe. I like to see it continue to go the same direction. I don't see there being any wisdom in his approach. It's just an attitude. Basically just an attitude. You know, the world is fake, but it raises up some fucking thing to godlike status that's the opposite. I don't know. It's just all fucked up. He's going on about the events that happened. The events. Now, when you look at the Tesla truck on fire in front of the Trump building, you know that one has a reason. You can look at that and see that somebody's making a statement there. And you know who it's going to. It's going to those two. So that one looks like what you got from it. The other one, I don't know any of the details about it. But people periodically like to plow through a bunch of people. They do it. Whether that's actual terrorism or not, I would say that it's terrorism. You're going to plow through a bunch of people. You ain't right. You ain't right. And to do that, you're forfeiting your own life. So it's very sad. It's sad that somebody would feel that's the answer to do something. If I had my freedom threatened, I would fight for my life to keep my freedom at any cost. That's not the same thing. I'm not going to go out there and kill people. That person's in a bad way, in a bad place. So it's sad, you know. But there's nothing that you can do to get people to not do stuff like that because people are so fucked up. We don't live in a sane or rational world. We don't. And I began to. Now, here's something. So the other day I'm watching, or I had the TV on. I had the TV on. I wasn't paying attention because, I was just using it for like the backlight or whatever. And I think Jimmy Fallon was on, which Jimmy Fallon I don't have as much of a problem with. And I will voice a weird conclusion in regards to that. But I swear I turned around and looked at the TV and I've got Jimmy Fallon, Obama, and somebody else maybe I don't recognize. They're all looking at me and they're just like, and then they started laughing. Like they were watching me. They were watching me and they were interacting. Another station channel does this, and it's usually these late night shows. I don't know why. I don't watch them. But I've had, on more than one occasion, a breakdown in the Matrix where the TV's watching me. I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only. I know I'm not the only one that's had this experience. I tried to ask somebody about it. I never really got into it though, to explain it with them. But then I was watching Asmongold play a game, and I was watching also Sam Hyde do a message to Elon Musk, and it was Asmongold's channel. So, but Sam Hyde started referring to Asmongold, and it was making him feel silly, but he didn't expect it, you know? So it was the interactivity of the not present viewer. And I think that phenomenon is what connects the two. The reason why I'm going to say that, I'm going to go a little further into it. So on another one, he's playing a game, because this is a streamer that does plays games, and he talks, but he lives over in Austin, So there's something familiar. I like listening to him. I like the show, you know. I like watching Charlie too. Moist Critical. That was another one that he mentioned. Been watching Charlie for a long time. So the video game that he's playing is at his house. So, and it's got all the stuff in his house is in the game. Now, I don't know how they made the game and he's unaware. He didn't seem like he participated in helping make the game, but yet his bathroom, his posters, everything was in his house, like as he streams from. So I'm like, what in the actual fuck? I didn't watch it all. It was going a little too slow. But it was a murder mystery sort of game. And it was kind of funny. It was kind of fucking funny. But it's like, it seems a lot of times that our consciousness is building towards that ability to just have the full. You look at the TV and then they're all looking at you, or they can interact with you right on the TV. Now that would be weird. It would be weird. It would be very strange, and it has been strange when it occurs. But I've had it occur. One of my friends, her brother, who's having problems because he was a fucking monster. But one of the things that he was saying to his family when he left was, having them watching him on the TV. And I'm like, that's not specifically drug people thing. That's not necessarily just a drug people thing. That is a phenomenon of consciousness that's already happening to a lot of people outside of the realm of, oh, you're on some sort of drug. This is why you thought this. This is not fully the case, though, because this has happened before, and this happens independently of that. But we are moving into a more psychic area. So a lot of the ways that when we come from that world and that understanding that we have telepathic abilities, intuitive abilities, it's going to override our understanding when we have that and we're participating and trying to grow it, get a better handle on it than the previous world that made a lot less sense, was a lot more zany. So don't get fully into this belief that this is just some simulation and someone's no, don't get into all that. We don't have the full capacity to have understanding of what the fuck's going on to make those conclusions and to write off reality as being a trick or whatever. You just don't have enough information to come to that conclusion. If that's a conclusion you want to come to and that's how you feel, that's fine. But if you want to master this world, or at least have a life that's worth living, I would advise you not to take it that way. Just don't do it. Because it's a road that goes down. not up. So that's my advice. There's going to be a lot more crazy shit this year. People are going to experience, but don't be so rugged or rigid in thinking you know what the fuck's going on, because obviously we don't. We can discuss it. We come up with ideas on what the fuck we think we're observing, but don't freak out and try to make it, because a crazy wild year is a good one as far as I'm concerned. Have a nice day.